Hello, I'm Jay from Volunteer Audio in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. I'm excited today to show you the Kicker Power Sport speaker lineup. These are speakers that were developed specifically for Harley Davidson motorcycles. We're going to go over what options we have. These are available at our website, volunteeraudio.com. We're also going to open each one up, show you what they have, go over the specs with you, and see if they suit your needs for a replacement speaker for your Harley Davidson. So, a little background on Kicker. Started in 1973. Midwest company. They're out of Stillwater, Oklahoma. Still owned by the original owner. Excellent company. We've been dealing with them for years and years, and we are very proud to carry their brand at volunteeraudio.com. So with that being said, we're very picky about what we do carry. You'll notice if you go to our website, we stock 4 or 5 different motorcycle audio brands at this time, and that's because we've done a lot of research. We travel every year to many Knowledge Fest events. We go to SEMA and CES. We meet with these companies and we see what they offer, and if it's not up to our standard, if we wouldn't use it ourselves, we're not going to put it on our website just to try to make a dollar. So let's go over this lineup. This is probably one of the most effective, lower cost motorcycle speaker lines that we carry. We're never going to offer you a car speaker for your motorcycle. It has to be weatherproof, IPX rated, and it has to be a direct drop-in that has really good sound, or we're not going to sell it to you. Let's start with our PSC 6.5. Let me get it open and we'll go over the specs with it. This is our 6.5-inch fairing speaker. Also could be put in your tour pack or a set of lowers. All right, let's get it open, get our owner's manual here. All right. It is going to come with a set of grills. These grills could be used on your tour pack or in your lowers. If you're going to put it in a fairing, most likely you're not going to use the grill. Get it all opened up to see everything that normally comes with it. All right, so these speakers, the PSC 65, 6.5-inch speaker. It is going to be offered in 2 ohm or 4 ohm impedance. Now, if you're going to run these off of your stock radio or even the SoundStream Reserve head unit that they've come out with, we would recommend, if you're only doing 2 or 4 speakers, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, to run the 2 ohm speaker. That's going to get you the most power out of your radio and the most power out of your amplifier. If you're going to be running a 6-speaker configuration, maybe you're going to do uppers and lowers off the front channel, then you would want to run a 4 ohm speaker. Both of these are available. Both are listed on volunteeraudio.com. Let's talk about the construction of this speaker. So it's going to be weatherproof. It has a polypropylene cone. That's a very rigid reinforced plastic. It has a gasket around the center pole piece to keep water from getting to the voice coil on the speaker, as well as a very nice surround that it's not a foam surround, so it's not going to deteriorate or break down over time. It does have a neodymium rare earth magnet on it. So it looks very small, but yet this thing is very powerful. This speaker will handle up to 60 watts of RMS power and 120 watts peak. And according to Kicker, it'll play from 40 hertz all the way up to 20 kilohertz. Now on most 6.5s, we're going to cross over them around 65 hertz just so that we get a lot of clarity at those very high volumes. This speaker is going to be a direct drop-in replacement when you use the gaskets and the parts that come with it. So this particular ring, which has a gasket, will drop right into the original hole in your fairing and allow this to screw into the 4 original mounting points. So with that, it's a direct drop-in. Again, it comes with a set of grills. The grills don't have logos on them yet. The logos come in this bag with your wiring harnesses, and you also come with mounting screws, but you can apply those logos in whatever orientation. So you want the logo at the top or the bottom, you put it on at the end so that it suits you. I believe this is a very nice set of speakers for its price range. It is at the lower price range, completely waterproof. The efficiency rating on these is still pretty efficient, 92.5 decibel off 1 watt. Not quite as efficient as a couple of the other lines we have, but all that means is for them to really give you everything they're going to, you need to put them on an amplifier or a really strong radio. That's why we recommend the 2 ohm rating. If you buy the 2 ohm speaker, you're going to get right at 75 watts of power out of the SoundStream radio, and you're going to get more power out of your stock radio. Also, if you're putting this in a street glide or a road glide, you may be interested in Kicker's grills. So they make a street glide specific HDSG is the part number for the street glide grill. They also have a very nice road glide grill, the HDRG. Both of those are available for purchase separate, but once you put these speakers in and they sound great, you're going to want to show off what you got. So you might want to get those grills to go along with it. Let me get this box back up. We're going to open up our 6x9s and go over the lids to install those in your bike. All right, so we've got our PSC 6.5s back boxed up, and it's time to unbox our PS 6.9s. These are the 6x9 speakers that you would put in the lid of your motorcycle. We're going to go over the options for that as well here in a minute. Let me get them unboxed, and we'll go over the specs on these. All right. Get all of our hardware out so we can go over what comes in it, as well as our owner's manual. First, we'll take our speaker grill out. In most cases on a Harley, you probably won't use this grill, but in case you need them, this same speaker could be used in UTVs, side-by-sides, maybe some other scenarios. It is a power sport speaker, so it could be used in any of those. Let me open up our other one. Another grill. And another speaker. So in the box, it also came with some wiring harnesses to plug into the end. Maybe 6 inches long or so. Also comes with some Kicker logos to go on the grills if you decide to use those. By having these grills separate though, you could add those onto it, maybe a stock grill, if you wanted to put a Kicker logo on it. But let's talk about these speakers. So we have a 6x9 inch speaker. It has a 1 inch titanium dome tweeter and a polypropylene cone. That makes it very weatherproof. It's going to have a gasketed center of the speaker around the pole piece to keep water from going down into the voice coil, so there's not going to be any corrosion or failure due to weather. This particular speaker does have a strontium magnet. It's not a neo magnet like some of the other ones, so it has a little bit of weight to it. It does handle a lot of power. It's 90 watts of RMS power, 180 watts peak, and Kicker says this thing will get down. It will play low. It plays from 40 hertz to 20 kilohertz, probably the lowest frequency response claimed by any of the manufacturers. Now, at the end of this series, we're going to put all these speakers up next to each other in our own competition in our sound wall at our retail location. We'll use an RTA, we'll measure the output of them and see what frequency responses they actually play and see how that works at full volume, because we know in your Harley most of the time you're playing 3/4 to full volume as you're riding, so we want to see how it holds up in those conditions. Sensitivity on this speaker is a little lower. Like I say, it's not a neodymium magnet, it's strontium, so we see our efficiency rating drop to 87.3 decibel compared to the 6.5 was at 92.5. So we're about 5 decibel quieter on the same power, which just means to really get the most out of this, you're going to want to put an amplifier on it. It is available in 2 ohm or 4 ohm. And it is in one of the lower price points for our motorcycle weatherproof 6x9 category. So if you're on a budget, this is still a great speaker that may get you in the price point you need to be able to do your upgrade. All right, so I'm going to get these boxed back up and we're going to open up our 6x9 lids because I'm excited to show you those. All right, so we got our PS 6.9s boxed back up and on to the lids. I'm going to open these up and show them to you. We've been very, very impressed with this lid design that Kicker has. This is it's a CVO designed lid. So it looks just like the Boom Audio factory lids, but instead of having that small 5x7 cutout, it's actually got a 6x9 cutout. It was built specifically for that. It also has a drip channel built into it. Let's get these open. Inside the big box, we're going to have 2 boxes. Let's shake them out here. All right, it's kind of stuck. Well, I'm sure both of these are replicas of the other one. So instead of fighting that one out further, let's open up our lid. You want to make sure anytime you cut a painted lid open, you don't go far in with a razor blade. We definitely don't want to scratch the paint on anything. Let's open this thing up and show you what we're going to have inside. We're going to have our grill, our lid, and our gasket. Now the other box is going to be a mirror image of this. It's going to be the one for the other side. I've been really impressed with the paint that we've seen on these. They're going to come pre-painted, vivid black. If you're not going to have a vivid black, if your bike's not vivid black, we do offer these in non-painted as well, and you can have them custom painted. Right now, that is the only colors in which they're available. The paintwork, though, is phenomenal. There's no flaws in them. And I really like the design of the grill that they come with. Again, like I say, this looks like the CVO designed grill. It's got the full wraparound that goes to the front with the Kicker logo on it. And it recesses flush into the lid versus, you know, like a cut kit sticks out just slightly on the lid. So once that's installed, you can kind of get the idea. If we had some screws in it, hold it a little better. But beautiful lid design, built-in water drainage channel. So if water does get in here, it carries it out the front edge. Now keep in mind, any speaker you put in this lid, if you do not use a nice gasket or silicone the speaker in, water is going to get in here and leak into your bag. So key is silicone the edge where the speaker goes in, or you're going to need to use some sort of rubber gasket. This is designed to hold your factory latch mechanism, all the factory locks. If you had a CVO with power locks, it'll work on it as well. So all that just transfers to the inside. And at the end, when you're done, they include this stock style gasket that you install at the end. So we're excited to have these. We sell mini lids, but this one is the one for the guys that say, I want that CVO look, but I want a 6x9. Definitely the best one that we have for that. Again, available at volunteeraudio.com. I appreciate you watching our Kicker Power Sport Harley speaker series here. I hope it's answered a lot of questions, let you know if this may be the one that's suitable for your installation. Again, available at volunteeraudio.com. You can call us at 1-844-30-AUDIO. You can email us at sales@volaudio. Or you can message us, just comment straight through this YouTube video. If you got any questions, reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you. Love to make sure that we answer and make sure that you get the right product. At the end, we want everybody to be happy. Thank you for watching, and God bless.